All right, hello, my wonderful students. I just wanted to show you. So this is the foldable we just did, and all of these were solving by substitution. Just wanted to make sure that all of them. So if you look at the bottom one, solve by substitution, or solving by substitution. All right, now we're going to go to problem 2, or foldable 2, I should say, which is actually problem 2. So foldable 2 is section 2.7, using substitution to solve a problem. So we're going to go ahead and go here. We zoom in a little bit. This is going to take a rather large amount of the page, but still, just wanted to make sure we get this good. All right, so for this one, my pencil, we have our wonderful equation here. So it says, using substitution to solve a problem. Music. A music store offers piano lessons at a discount for customers buying new pianos. It's right here. The cost for lessons and a one-time fee for materials, including music books, CDs, and software, etc., are shown in the advertisement over here. What is the cost for each lesson and the one-time fees for materials? Okay, so we have our piano lessons, and we see here that this is 6 lessons is $300, and 12 lessons is $460, and the prices do include the one-time fee. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to relate the problem. So the first one we have is 6. So we have our 6 times our cost of lessons plus the one-time fee is equal to $300, right? Because that's what it's looking at. It's asking for 6 lessons. It's $300, but it's 6 lessons times the cost of one lesson, or the cost of the lessons, plus the added one-time fee. Okay, so then the second one we have 12 lessons, so it's 12 times the cost of lessons, plus also the one-time fee. It's going to be equal to our $480 or doll hairs. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and define. Okay, so we're going to let's not use X and Y, let's use something else. So let's use C for the cost. So let C equal the cost of the lessons, or of one lesson. And we're going to let, let's do F for fee. F equal the one-time fee. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and actually write this equation. Do it in blue. So we should actually know what it is now, right? So because if we do this, we have 6 times a cost of a lesson, but the cost of a lesson is C, so 6 times C, plus the one-time fee, which is F, is equal to 300. And then in the second one, we have 12 times the cost of one lesson, which is C, plus F, is equal to 480. So now we have our 2 equations, and now it's kind of not really straightforward, but pretty straightforward. So we're going to go back to our steps. All right, so step 1. Actually, you know what? Yeah, step 1. Solve one equation for one variable. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So these are both pretty okay. So let's go ahead and solve for the first one. So we have our 6C plus F is equal to 300. Well, the 6c would be a little, not difficult, but it'd be harder to solve than the f because the f is already by itself. So we're going to minus the c, 6c to both sides. And this subtracts the 0, leaving us with f is equal to, negative 6c plus 300. So we went ahead and solved for our c. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and do step 2. I'm just going to go like this. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our step 2 was substitute the, forgot a t, and we have the f value, so the f equals, and for this one, it's going to be into this equation right over here, right? So we have 12, and then we have c, plus f, which is minus 6c plus 300, is equal to 480. So if you notice here, all we really did is we did this here. For the f, since we have what f equals here, we just substituted in for where the f was. So we're going to go, we don't have to distribute because there's nothing to distribute, but we're going to go ahead and combine like terms. 12c minus, 6c, it gives us another 6c. Plus 300 is equal to 480. Now we're going to go ahead and subtract 300 to both sides. And we get our 6c, 300 minus 300 subtracts to 0, is equal to 480 minus 300 gives us a 120. All right, we're going to keep moving up as this goes. So divide by 6, and 6 divided by 6 divides to 1. 1 times c is c, and if we didn't have this here, oops, sorry, this is 180, not 120. I don't know where I got 120 from. But if we had this here, just block this out. 18 divided by 6 is 3, and then we just drop to 0. Or you can do 180 divided by 6 is 30. So now we have what our c equals. So now we can go to our step number 3. I haven't used green yet, so step 3 was to substitute the value of c back to the original equation. And we're going to have to go up again so we have more space. Oh, I got the paper stuck to me. Okay, so go next. So we have our original equation, which is, it's up here. We're going to use this one here. 6c plus f is equal to 300. Just go ahead and, well, I can leave it like this so we can see this, and then I'll move it down again. So we have our 6 times our c, which is 30, plus our f is equal to 300. So we're going to distribute here. We have 6 times 30, which gives us a 6 times 3. It's 18. Add the 0, or 6 times 30 is 180, plus f is equal to 300. So we're going to subtract 180 to both sides. This subtracts to 0, leaving us with f is equal to 120. So now we solve for f. So now we're going to go ahead and do our check. Because we have our c and our f, we're going to go ahead and do our check. Ooh, red. So fancy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our check into both to make sure for this one. Okay, so our first one here was 6c. Actually, no, let's just use the bottom one because we've been doing this consistently. So our 6c is our 12c, which is 30, plus our f, which is 120, is equal to 480. So we have 12 times 3 is 360, or 336. Add in the zeros, 360, or 12 times 30 is 360, plus 120. And we have to still see if this is equal to 480. 0 plus 0, 0, 6 plus 2, 8, 1 plus 1, or 1 plus 3, 4. So 480 is equal to 480. This is true. But this is actually not what the equation wanted. So yes, we found this is true, but what did they actually ask for? We go back to the top. It says, what is the cost of each lesson and the one-time fee for materials? So grab a different pen. So we have, therefore, comma, the cost of each lesson is, and the cost, remember the cost was represented by C, so it's $30, and the one-time fee for materials is 120. And if we were to fold this over, this one would be using substitution to solve a problem.